Just a reminder that today we have mandatory Zoom meetings, block 1 at 9 a.m., block 3 at 12 p.m. Links to the meeting can be found in Google Classroom. Okay, the key to doing any outline is to pick out key points from what you are reading. So we're going to focus on the beginning of question number 2. You're going to see this example posted, but I also gave you this video to go over exactly how to pull out information from an outline. So this is the passage in the text. It's on page 121, I believe. So it says, following the law is a citizen's most important duty. Our laws are designed for specific purposes to help people get along, to prevent accidents, to see what resources are used fairly, and so on. If we do not obey the law, then governments cannot maintain order or protect our health, safety, and property. So why do people need to obey laws? That's what we're focusing on here. Why do people need to pay taxes? Why do we need to defend the nation? And you're looking for example, for pay taxes, you're looking for 3 key points. For obey laws, you're looking for 2. First of all, laws are designed for specific purposes, okay? And some of the purposes that are listed there are to help people get along. For example, where you put your fence on your property, to prevent accidents, stop signs, traffic lights, traffic signals, and to see what resources are used fairly, and so on. What is available to whom and why? Everybody gets garbage pickup. Everybody needs to recycle in order to protect our environment, things like that. The second thing is that governments can't maintain order if citizens don't obey the law. If we're not, for example, if we're not practicing the recommendations of the CDC right now and practicing social distancing, government is going to help maintain order. You've probably seen some stories online of removing the hoops from basketball nets in town parks to keep people from congregating and playing basketball, to maintain order and protect our health. That's why those laws are put in place. So when you're doing an outline, you want to pull out the key points and list those in the outline on your assignment. Okay, for question number 9, you're going to be addressing the information on page 131 of the textbook in the critical thinking. We're talking about a flow chart and a diagram. And I've given you an example, for example, how to wash a car. Okay, these are 4 steps on how to wash a car. Yes, there are more steps than that, but I just did something very simple with 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have to insert a Google drawing, okay? To insert a Google drawing, you're going to go to Insert, you're going to go to Drawing, and you're going to choose New. And then in this pane with the checker boxes is where you're going to build your drawing. The simplest way to do this is to use arrows and text boxes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to label what you're doing. So for example, I'm going to throw in a text box. I'm just going to say, making a PB and J. Okay? Threw in a text box, and now it's labeled. All right? And then you can basically fill in your steps. All right? I'm going to use circles for this one. And I can click on it and I can type. Okay? First, get bread from the pantry, if that's where you get it from. And then we can connect this with lines. We can even use arrows, because then the next step, you can also change the weight of the arrow by going here, going to the line weight, and you can make it thicker so the arrow is a little bit bigger. Okay? And then you can add subsequent circles. So we go back. If you want these to be the same size, one of the things that I like to do is I like to highlight. I hit Control C on my keyboard and then Control V which enters in another circle, and it keeps them the same size, just to help things look a little bit better. Yes, you can change the colors, you can change the font color, stuff like that. You can even make your symbols look like little pieces of bread, whatever you want to do. When you are done, you're going to hit save and close, and it's going to put that diagram right in here. It may push it to the next page, which is fine. Because again, this is just my example as to what your flowchart is going to look like. This is part, can you create a diagram that has 4 steps? This is also, can you insert Google Drawings? It's not a difficult process. You just need to take your time when doing it. You can refer back to the steps in this video. I will also provide you in the assignment a link to a YouTube video about how to make a Google drawing in a Google Doc. Good morning, students. I'm going to run through your assignments for the day. First of all, you have your intro video. Of course, for block 1, make sure that you post your attendance. Make sure that you watch today's video. It has instructions about how to do certain assignments in today's classwork. For CNN 10, you'll see in a little while that there'll be 4 questions that are posted along with CNN 10's broadcast for the day. Please make sure that you answer the 4 questions. As a reminder, there is a mandatory Zoom meeting for all blocks today. Block 1 should be logging on at 9 o'clock a.m. and block 3 should be logging on at 12 o'clock p.m. Again, I have some special guests that are going to be joining us for today's call. The guided reading for today is going to be what your assignment is. We're working out of the textbook today, and we're talking once again what citizenship is and what are the roles of a citizen. In the guided reading, you're going to have some activities to do as you read throughout the chapter. For number 2, you're filling in an outline based on pages 120 and 121. What follows is a video that will describe to you how to do an outline and also describe to you how to do number 9 to insert a Google drawing that's going to look something like this. You have to do a flow chart of something that has 4 steps. And you'll see further directions for that on page 131 in the textbook and also following this brief instruction for today. Morning, everyone. Just one final note. Yesterday, I posted a new policy regarding late and unsubmitted work, as well as a post about Zoom meetings and emailing the teacher. You were supposed to sign off on both of those posts in Google Classroom. Type your first and last name in the comments. So I know that you've read and you understand those policies. Please make sure that you attend to that matter today. If you do so, if you don't do so, I'll be giving calls tomorrow to make sure that you guys do so. I want to have record that you guys have read and understand those policies. I'll see you in a little while in our scheduled Zoom meetings today.